When I joined the company, we then had an insider threats capability. I automatically thought of a 90s spy film or anything that has Tom Cruise in it, where there's people someone walks past, manager walks past, and then the person's like trying to put a USB in, put a virus in, and then they walk out of the building, then an explosion or something, or takes the company down this whole hacks. Is that very far away from what it is? That's probably like Hollywood just in. Yeah. Is it always malicious and someone doing that, or is it sometimes accidental? Have you ever seen cases that it's like a Tom Cruise movie?
I think a mixture of so that's some of the answer to the question about threat versus risk, I think. And it is that normally if you say insider threat, then people will think about more of the malicious circumstances that may occur. So if you look at what the insider threat definition is, it is about anybody that's got authorized access to buildings, IT systems, but the key terminology is authorized access to those systems. So some of what can happen on that basis is that those threats can act maliciously. That only occurs statistically, probably in about 20%, although the statistics aren't that reliable because nobody really reports on it enough. It's thought to be about the top 20% of those are malicious, but those are the most impactful because they are deliberately trying to do harm to a business, and that could be stealing information. It can be implanting a virus into the system to take all the information down so you can't get access to it anymore. And it can be physical damage as well, as you described there in some cases. But the other 80% are, as you alluded to, accidental, unintentional consequences.
I thought it would be the opposite way around. I thought it would be the higher percentage would be people doing maliciously, and then the smaller amount being accidental.
No, so the impact is definitely higher if somebody's being malicious because they're deliberately trying to do something. But there are lots more incidents around the accidental, unintentional stuff because it can be things like we hear a lot about phishing, and yes, it is mostly instigated by external threats. But it relies on somebody inside with authorized access to those systems to click on the link. So that is an insider threat instigated event, an incident.
Right, okay.
And so that's some of that 80% is people accidentally or unintentionally clicking on a link. There are others like people just want to do the right thing and get stuff done. And there may be security policies in place that you can get around quite easily. That doesn't mean to say you should do that, but people will deliberately bypass the policy to get things done more efficiently and quicker and get to the end of it. And that can result in a security incident because they haven't followed the correct policy or process or procedure. There's no malicious intent in it. It's all been for the benefit and the good of the business, but it's ended up in a security incident because they haven't followed the appropriate procedure. And it can be people, if you go to the physics, coming in and letting people come in the building behind them. So they'll flash their pass to get into the door of the system, and they'll let the person in behind them without checking who they are. That's not malicious. It's accidental, or they're just trying to be helpful. So they let this person in. They must be a visitor to the building. And then it comes down to, how do we change all that? We have to manage that as part of the risk as well.
That was a clip from the Briefing Room podcast. And if you want to watch more from that episode of Insider Threat, then you can click right there to see more and watch the full episode right there. Just use your finger, use the controller, or move your mouse.